going into Floor and Decor to look for some floor for the room that we took the carpet up in. So let's see, because we went to Home Depot and Home Depot didn't have a lot of options, and we've been here before, so we're gonna see. So this is the LVP. I don't really know what, I'm definitely not going for something like this or dark brown color. More of like a light color, but I don't know if I like that necessarily. That's a little too brown. I want more gray, if anything.
It's not too brown.
You think so?
It's not really white though, but it's light.
It has like a tan tint to it.
Yeah. What were the colors of the Floor and Lighthouse? It wasn't just straight white, was it?
It was basically white, like a white gray
marble.
Yeah.
Or gray marble on it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I think this is gonna be your best bet on this aisle at least.
So here's another one that's a little more subtle. The luxury vinyl plank, but the tile or marble, that one is not, no. That one is kind of chaotic, and that's just not the color I want. This one is kind of more subtle than the other one. This one is also like a couple dollars cheaper per box, so I don't know. I like this one and I like that one over there, but I don't know. Go back over there. This is the other one. So there's this one. This is like the LVP, but it's a marble type of vibe.
And this is the tile look.
Which might not be a bad idea, but I don't know. Good morning, you guys. Coming to you live and crusty from the CLOFFICE. So we are finally getting to the point of getting somewhere. So we got some flooring. This is from Lowe's. I wanted to do some like, what is it? The luxury vinyl plank, like the tile, not the tile, the wood. And then I saw this and I was like, let's try this out, because I wasn't able to find a LVP that I liked, like the wood kind, that was light enough, that was a shade I was looking for. So I was like, you know what, let's just do a marble type of look. And they literally have LVP tile, which I thought was pretty cool. So I got this marble, it's called Glacier Marble from the brand Stainmaster. That's it right there. So this is what they're looking like, and obviously it just comes in this package like this. So the first thing we have to do is lay down this underlayment, which is like a layer between the flooring and the actual wood to alleviate like sound. It helps like with soundproof, it helps like creaking and all of that. So we have to lay this down first and then tape the seams together with this underlayment tape. And then we have to place the tiles down in the direction that we want them to go in, just like a rough draft versus just putting them down immediately. You want to lay them out to get the pattern you want, because each one has like a different pattern on it. And to make it look authentic, or I don't know the word specifically for it, but to make it look like seamless, you kind of have to have like a certain pattern going. So with these, they do have like the snaps and they lock into each other, as you can see right there. So we basically have to just lay down a rough draft of how we want it to look, or how I want it to look, because this is gonna be my room. So yeah, that's what we have to do. So we're finally able to get some time to work on this. So the first thing is the underlayment, which is this right here. And it's just folded up like this. And this is, I believe, 100 feet each. And this room is roughly 200 feet. So it should be enough as long as we cut it properly. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be working on. We gotta get these out of here so we can lay it down. And these things are freaking heavy. So I'm not looking forward to it, but yeah, we're gonna get to laying the underlayment. So we got down the first layer of underlayment, and by the door, we got to kind of finesse. So we had to tape it and cut little pieces so it'll fit in there. And it has an adhesive strip around the edge because that's the first layer, and this is the rest that we have left from the first one, so we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna get to laying this whole room, and then I'll just come back whenever it's completely done. So we have now finished the underlayment in the room area. Look at him. So we just filled it up, and then you tape it at the seams. And remember how I was saying I don't really know what that silver stuff was? That was literally the tape. It just came on the underlayment. So we didn't have to get a roll of tape, but we actually ended up using it. So it was useful, but you basically just flip this over and it acts as a piece of tape. So like, here's one that we haven't used yet. You just take the adhesive off, flip it over, and it turns into a piece of tape. So that's cool. So now all we have to do is the closet, which I'm just like, I don't think it'll be that hard because it's a smaller area, but this was a lot easier because it is a bigger area and you could just lay the pieces out. And then in the corners, as you can see, having to fill in the gaps, which is pretty easy. So yeah, this is what we're working with now. So we're gonna do the closet, and then we could start working on laying down a template of the flooring to see how we want it. But it is gonna be going from the door outward because that's the pattern I think would work the easiest, because we wanna start by the door because that's gonna be the hardest part because of all the ridges and divots and stuff like that. So yeah. So we finished the closet. There's a lot of like choppy pieces in here, but it got the job done, so we're good. As you can see, a lot of the tape and stuff, but we had to do like a lot of little squares, rectangles, a lot of pieces to fit in here. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And then obviously the room is completely covered up. Sorry, it got dark. There's a window over there. And the next step is to bust out this flooring installation kit, which you can get from Home Depot and Lowe's. We got this from Home Depot though. And it comes with spacers, and it's for basically creating like a gap around the edge, because we're gonna be putting down the quarter rounds for the baseboard. So this allows you to have like a little bit of a space in between. And then it has these two things. These are the spacers right here. And then it comes with this, and then this thingy. So yeah, the next step is to just lay the spacers around. And then the next step is to take the flooring and kind of do a rough or dry template. So just laying them down and seeing what direction we want them to go in and what looks best. And then obviously the step after that will be to figure out how to get them around these door frames and stuff like that. So yeah. So you guys, this is the flooring that I was gonna put in here as I showed you earlier, which is nice. I like it, but it wasn't the original plan and it's throwing me off, and I'm just kind of like, I don't think I want to do this specifically on this floor in this room because I don't think it's the vibe. So we decided that we're going to take this flooring and we're going to put it in our master closet, because we're going to be getting a custom closet built in there, and we want to eventually change out the flooring in the bathroom. So we'll just use this for our bathroom instead of this room, because the original plan for this room was not this, and now it's requiring all these extra tools. So for example, LVP you can cut with just a regular like knife or box cutter because it's very pliable. But this, you have to get a saw, You have to cut it very precisely, and if you mess up, it will crack. It's just a lot. Like, this is way more work, kind of like tile flooring in general is, having to do the grout, having to do the hardy backer and all of that underneath it. I'm just not ready for this right now in here, and I don't think it's going to fit the vibe of this room anyways. So I'm gonna go back to Lowe's and we're gonna get the original flooring that I was gonna get, which is the, I believe it's called the Barnes Oak. It's like a light gray-ish tone, which is way more what I think will go with this room, as well as the decor. And then obviously the closet wall will be right here. I'll have my desk somewhere in here. And then for the light, I'm also going to change that out for a light fixture. But yeah, as you can see, this is what the flooring looks like laid out, and it's nice, but I don't think it's the right flooring for this room. So as you guys can see, this is the flooring, and this was no thanks to me or my husband because we gave up. We were like, listen, we got stuff to do. There's way too much going on. So we literally found somebody on the internet in like 5 minutes. They came within like an hour of us reaching out to them and did it the exact same day. So the floor is done. Literally, the floor is done. And they did this in like an hour. It's actually crazy how quickly they've been moving, but they did run out of panels. So it's literally this little slither left, which is actually crazy because now they have to get a whole box just for this one little piece. But yeah, it looks really good. And they are still putting on the quarter rounds. As you can see, the edges are uncovered, but that's what the quarter rounds are for, to basically cover that up. So yeah, once they are done, we could come in here and paint the walls. We're gonna be painting them. So this is the paint. It is Valspar Ultra High Gloss Paint and Primer, and it is in the color Ultra White. So it's really crispy. It's gloss, so it's going to be a really nice finish, and we don't have to worry about like scratches and scrapes and things on the wall, because right now the paint that they put on the wall is awful. So basically the paint that's on the wall, it scratches very easily. It's, I believe, not matte. It's like the lowest grade of paint. So we're gonna actually be painting the whole house over again, because you can literally touch the wall with your finger and it'll leave a mark. So yeah, we're gonna be painting these walls crispy white, and it's gonna be nice and bright in here. But yeah, the room is coming together real nice, okay? I am a firm believer in paying for something that you can't accomplish. It is completely fine. If you can't get something done, sis, pay for it, especially if you're able. And I'm blessed to be in a position where I'm able to do so. So yeah, I'm loving the floors. They look really good. And I'm excited for them to be done so I can get to work. All right, room update. Sorry for the echo, but as you can see, we have down some trash bags and some blue tape because my husband is going to paint this entire room pure white. He put the tape over the vents. Still have to do the light, even though I'm gonna be switching out the light. So it really doesn't matter if paint gets on it or not, but this is what it looks like in here right now. And the closet is probably gonna be for another day, because there's like the shelves in here, there's like my wig head, my hair dryer, like stuff up here. The closet doesn't have to be painted immediately because I'm not, you know, going to be using this anyway, and it's closed up, so we'll just do that another time. So here is an update on the CLOFFICE space. It is very echoey in here, but as you can see, the floor is completely covered in paint. Obviously trash bags, of course, to protect the floor, but the roof is completely painted from head to toe. My husband has to go over the ceiling one more time because you could see like the streaks and stuff, but other than that, it looks really good in here. So we're able to finally get this up, and I can finally get my custom closet wall built over here. Yeah, I'm excited to rip all this up. Hey guys, so it is currently Thursday, August 31st. So today I'm just kind of chilling. I've been editing some videos and stuff like that, but I can't really do too much around the house because yesterday I ended up getting surgery. So I'll talk about that in a second. But basically right now my husband is upstairs painting the room that I changed the floors out in for my CLOFFICE area. Hopefully he gets it done today. So right now, like I said, my husband is painting the walls, and it is a task. He's been painting for at least a couple hours now, and he still has a lot more to go because I can't help him because I got surgery yesterday. So basically, back in February, I want to say, I was just minding my business, you know, and I was like, I don't know what I was doing exactly, but I was rubbing my arm, scratching my arm, something, and I just so happened to feel like deep enough, and I felt like a little lump under the surface of my skin, but it was like deep, so I had to like press in to feel it. I should probably relax because I have stitches in my arm, and I keep forgetting because I'm not used to this, but basically I was like digging deep in my arm, and I felt like a little lump. So at first I was like really concerned. I was like, oh hell no, I don't know what this is. Y'all know me, I be going through it with my health, and it's always something, it seems like. I'm always getting surgery, so I was like, okay, what is this? So I know it's the worst thing to do, but I Googled that. Like, I don't know what I Googled exactly, but I Googled like lumps under skin, non-cancerous or something like that because I did not want to scare myself. And it was saying like cyst, it could be a cyst. Basically the synopsis of it was it could be a cyst possibly. So over the time from like February to, I want to say February, March, April. In April, I'm pretty sure that's when I went to go get seen for this because I started to notice it was getting bigger, but at the time I didn't realize it was just coming to the surface more. So it wasn't necessarily getting bigger, it was just coming to the surface. So I went to the doctor. She was like, that's definitely like some type of cyst, but if you want to get seen by a specialist, of course we can set that up so you can really know like what's going on. So I went to the specialist, and basically they weren't able to perform the surgery at that location. I believe it was the Atlanta, where was it at? I forget where it was, but they couldn't complete the surgery there that day. But the doctor that I did see, he examined it and he was like, yeah, that's just a cyst. It's nothing to worry about. It's something that if it doesn't like bother you, it doesn't hurt, it's not like hindering you, chances are the doctors are probably gonna be like, well, we're gonna wait, we're gonna monitor it, see how big it gets, if it gets bigger, if it starts to irritate you, whatever. Because it wasn't bothering me, it was just coming to the surface more. And it was kind of an eyesore. It just looked like I had a permanent mosquito bite. And it was bothering me, okay? It was bothering me, and I was like, I don't want this here. It's not supposed to be here clearly, so I just want to get it removed. So that was in April. They literally called me, like I completely forgot about it. I called, I think a week after my appointment back in April to schedule an appointment, and they told me that they didn't have a referral for me. So I was like, I literally just got seen last week. They said they put the referral in for this office. So I was completely confused, and honestly, I just kind of gave up because we were in this whole house process. And I was like, I don't really feel like dealing with this right now. So I just kept monitoring it myself. Because I got confirmation that it was just a cyst, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna stress myself out too much about it. But yeah, so I just monitored it. It did start to get bigger, but that was just it coming more to the surface. And then at a certain point, it just kind of stopped. Like it stayed the same size for like a month. So that's when I was like, okay, it's probably done coming to the surface, and that's as big as it's gonna get. So, literally last week, of course, last week, out of all the weeks from April until now, so that's April, May, June, July, August, basically almost 4 months later, they called me and they're like, hey, we had a referral in for you for a cyst removal, and we want to schedule your appointment. And I was like, well, damn. Of course, now would be the time they decide to call me. So they scheduled my appointment for yesterday, which was August 30th. To get this cyst removed. So I'm kind of like down a little bit, not like literally down, but like physically down because I can't do anything. So I'm not able to help my husband paint the room. There are some things I'm not able to do because I can't like lift my arm too much because I do have stitches. So basically they cut like a T shape over the cyst and then they removed it. And when they took it out, it was like the size of like a little white rock, which was kind of gross. Actually, I didn't want to see it, but the lady was like, look, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's what this is on my arm right here. So I will probably put up a picture of what it looked like. It didn't look gross, it just looked like a bump, like a mosquito bite or something on my arm. So I'll put it up over here if I have one. But yeah, so right now this is what I'm dealing with. Every so often I forget that I have them because I literally just got this done yesterday, and there's so much around the house that I want to do, and I'll be lifting my arm and I'll feel like a pulling, and I'm like, oh, and then I gotta sit down and just kind of woosah, and like, so really I've just been editing on the computer, looking stuff up for what we need. But that is a sum up of what's been going on for the last few days, because I don't know if I have any footage for certain days, so I just wanted to update you guys on that. So yeah, this is what I'm working with right now. This is me, you know, looking like a bum. I haven't even been able to take my braids out or wash my hair. I can't now, especially because I can't use this arm like I want to. So I'm gonna have these little stinking braids in that I did for my mom's birthday a week ago. So this is going on week 2 of this, and I'm ready to take this out, wash my hair. It's so dirty, I can't. But yeah, that is an update, you guys. So I'm going to show you what has gotten delivered since the last time you've seen something get delivered, whenever that was. So yeah, let's get that going, and I'm pretty much gonna be down for the rest of the day. Yeah, like I said, today is, all that's left is our TV getting delivered from Best Buy, and then tomorrow is the closet consultation. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what's gotten delivered in the last couple of days. So this is one of the more recent deliveries. I think this was the day that I got my surgery. I'm pretty sure earlier that day. So this is our dining room table. I am in love. I'm so in love with this table. This is so beautiful, y'all. I love it. I got it from American Signature Furniture, which is also, I believe, Value City Furniture. I ordered it online and they delivered it literally less than a week later. So this is the table. As you can see at the bottom, it has like this little cutout. So it just has this really nice, chic, very sleek, modern look to it. And this right here, this we're not gonna keep inside of this. This is what we had at our last house by the door on the console table. These obviously don't match, so they're not gonna stay in there, but it's the bowl. I think the bowl is perfect for this table. I'm trying to get a good view of it, but it has a really abstract type of shape to it. It's like a wood material. It's very, very light too. It's not heavy at all. So this is gonna sit on the table, but we're just gonna find some like different decor to put inside of it. But this is her. Don't mind all them boxes back there, y'all. We are still obviously moving in and stuff. And those boxes on the counter are Amazon returns, but this is the table. So we're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs. So obviously 2 on either side and then 1 on the ends. Or could we do 8? Do you guys think we could do 8? Is that too many? I feel like that might be too cluttered. I don't know. This table is 88 inches long, and it actually can be shortened, as you can see right there. So you could pop this piece up, and then it has some like retractable tracks to close these 2 pieces back in. But we're gonna keep it long because that's pretty much why we got it. We wanted it to be this long. So yeah, let me know if you guys think we could do 8 chairs, or should we just stick with the 6? I feel like 8 might look a little cluttered, but let me know down below because we're still trying to figure that out. And also let me know down below where you can get some really cute dining room chairs. I found some on Amazon, but I want to look elsewhere because I'm tired of buying everything from Amazon. So yeah, let me know down below. So right here we have a painting, and these are to go in the guest bedroom. And I'm thinking about putting a picture light over either the both of them or putting one in the center of both of them, just like a really long one to kind of illuminate them. But yeah, this is the paintings to go in the guest bedroom. All right, so we're in the guest bedroom, and this box right here is a mirror that needs to be returned because it's cracked. So this is what the mirror is going to look like. It's just a oval shaped mirror that is going to go right there over the nightstand. And we also got these lamps in the mail as well, which match this perfectly. So that's exciting. And the cool thing about these lamps is that they're actually touch. So you touch it to turn it on You see? Yeah, so that's really cool. And they do also have USBs in them so that you can plug your phone in, or the guests can plug their phone in and stuff like that. So as you can see here, this is the bed. It's like a gray wood type of color. And the only thing we are kind of about this is because we paid for the delivery and assemble and then for them to take the trash, which is completely fine. But the way that they laid these slats, I'm just a little confused. This last one I feel like should be pretty much closer to the end, but they kind of spaced it weird. So the first one is in a decent spot. It's closer to the end. And then there's this big gap here. It's like a little bit smaller, and then this gap gets even smaller. So I'm like, why didn't they just move this down? So what we're gonna do is buy some more slats to put in between these, because we need way more support than this, because some of these aren't even like touching the floor, and you see how bouncy that is? I just don't like that at all. So we'll probably put one right on the end here, one in the middle here, one right here in the middle, and then one right here. So that'll give us way more support. And then obviously we'll have a box spring on top of this, and then the mattress. So yeah, remember the dresser was delivered like a week ago at this point. So that's the dresser. It does not go with the bed. It's not like a set, but they actually match really well. So I'm so happy that they do, because I was a little nervous. And then like I said, this painting, which we got from HomeGoods like 6 months ago or so, it has like this wood, that gray wood look on the side, and then it has this really pretty gold and silver cream detail. So that's gonna go over the bed, and it's gonna look really good. Super excited about the bed. I'm so tired of sleeping on an air mattress, but now we have to get a box spring and a mattress. So we're kind of in the same boat with the air mattress. We still have to sleep on it until we get that. But yeah, this is the bed. Super, super cute. Love it. Cannot wait to start working on the bedroom. And then the last delivery are these lamps right here. Look at these beauties. So pretty. The bottom is like a concrete type of look. Then it has the gold detail and the cream shade, which, as you remember, or if you don't, the painting does have gold in it, and it has that cream color in it. So everything's just gonna come together really nicely, and I cannot wait to start to decorate the room. But this is what we're working with in here. So yeah, this is the most recent furniture delivery for this vlog. So the handles are on there, as you can see, but I'm not a huge fan, I'm not gonna lie. This is what they look like, but in different lighting and stuff like that, they just look a little off. So probably gonna be changing these to black, because I don't know, they look cheap. They look a little rusty. So I think, yeah. Because from here, it literally looks like bronze or something. And then up here, it looks like the faucet, which is what I was going for. But I don't know, it's throwing me off. So I think, yeah, these probably have to get switched to the black ones. So the handles are now gone. They actually ended up breaking, which I forgot to show you guys, but that was just a sign to return them anyway, because I didn't like them in the first place. So yeah, now we just have the holes there. So once the handles get here, we can just screw them in, because we did end up switching the type of handle instead of getting like the, I don't know what to call it, but we're just gonna stick with the square ones for a less chance of being able to pull the handle off, because literally the bottom pieces just popped off. So yeah, now we're moving on to the toilet paper holder, which is going right next to the toilet. So this should be easy, hopefully, but nothing has been easy, so.
Is it even real? Whoa, Una.
So we got the toilet paper holder up. Out of all the things so far, this is this is what we got. I'm laughing because everything is going wrong. Everything just continues to go wrong. And we finally got something done. So I think this is like a 32-inch.
Damn!
For people to be able to have like multiple towels.
Oh!
It's the same
That's
thing.
so annoying.
That's really high.
No, I wasn't putting it. I don't know why I put it that high.
Let me see. I guess it doesn't matter on the toilet how high that is.
Now, this might be really crooked, but that's chest level.
How high are these things supposed to be? I think that's a good distance. So the towel rack is now up on the wall. So this is another thing we've accomplished. And now we're going to move on to the door handles. So we're switching out. This is the front and the back of the handle. It's a privacy handle, so it has a lock on it. Obviously, this is a bathroom, so you want to have a privacy handle on here. So we're about to install this now.
Are you?
Let's see.
In there?
And the screw on the other side.
Give me some pressure.
The door locks after all this.
Say what?
The door locks after all this. Lock it. Locked? Yeah. So next task on the agenda is to put up these floating shelves over the toilet right here.
I'm supposed to get in there. Need like a long fucking.
So we got the two shelves up. The top one we did have a little bit of an issue with. The anchors are too big for the screws, so they're just kind of loose, which is causing this shelf to kind of hang instead of sit up. So on this one, we use smaller anchors and it's not going anywhere. So yeah, this one, it's annoying because the holes are now too big for these sized anchors. So I don't know how we're gonna fix that necessarily, but the shelves are up and they look good aside from the fact that the top one is just kind of hanging. So yeah. So this is the light fixture for the bathroom. It is black and gold. These are the plates, I guess, that go up under this, which is the actual light fixture itself. So it's black and gold. It's a 4 light fixture. I guess it's literally that simple.
I was gonna say because this is instructions to install it. So the putting it together must just be that simple.
Ain't got no freaking light bulbs, which I just ordered. They'll be here tomorrow. But can you do this without light bulbs? Or does it hold the light bulb? Does the light bulb hold all of this together?
No, light bulb ain't got nothing to do with this. It can be put together and then you install a light bulb. I'll put the light bulb in.
So basically, these pieces come off, these gold pieces, and then you take the plate, put it on like this, and then put the glass on. It's basically telling you to do that when this plate is up there, not beforehand. You see that? It's literally telling you to put it up there just like this. And then once it's on the wall, you put all the stuff on. So right now he's taking off the light fixture, which... Taking off the light fixture, and you'll see the magic behind it. It's a lot. It definitely goes past the plate that we're replacing it with. And I was like, this is the light fixture. You know, like her, she's cheap, and it's not the vibes. So this is it with the wiring in the back. So yeah, the holes that were left behind from the previous one are right outside of the light, so we definitely have to spackle those. Okay, it is time for the moment of truth in here. You want to do the honors? Should I be in here to see if the light
Fucking
works?
burst and the glass just...
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
She gotta adjust.
Dang, that's bright.
Yeah, that is super bright. Okay, so yeah, she's in there and she works, all right? I didn't know if I wanted to do, well, you know how we are. We don't like warm light. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do warm or...
This is nice. It's really bright though.
Whew, okay, so yeah, that is what it looks like. It looks really good. I'm so excited that it's in here finally. So we got the black handles now instead of the silver. Clearly, we still have to switch out the faucet, which is gonna happen eventually. The two black shelves, I believe one of them has, are we taking the one down to tighten it or?
What do you mean? No, you're gonna cover the holes that it already has.
Oh, right. So we have to take this one down, and because she's loose, the anchors are not good in this one at the top, so we gotta remount that. And then we have the black shower curtain rod, and then obviously we gotta switch out these for the black fixtures in the shower. So that's what this box is. And now the gold light. So yeah, everything's coming together really nicely. I will link everything in here in the description box down below. Once we get this in, you guys will see the final product, but this is what it's looking like so far. So CLOFFICE update, sorry for the echo, but she is looking good. I'm super excited. The walls are super crispy. I'm gonna change out these doors at some point, but yeah, just don't have it in me right now because I am tired of doing things. We have been going crazy in this house doing things, literally changing the smallest things. So one of those things was the doorknobs. So I don't know if you remember what the doorknobs looked like before, but I'll pop up a video of what they look like. Not given, okay? Not given. So we changed them to these black ones. They're very sleek. We got them on Amazon. I will link them down below. But yeah, we changed every single doorknob except for some of them. We didn't have enough doorknobs. For this one, for example, we will get them in the mail tomorrow and we'll just put it on when it gets here. So this one doesn't have one and that one over there doesn't have one. But everybody else is nice and changed. So these are the privacy door locks, obviously for bathrooms and stuff like that. And then these are just the regular ones, the non-privacy that don't have anything on them at all. So yeah. So the next task on the agenda are these knobs, which this one has already been taken off. But as you can see, they have in here these little silver buttons, which are just not given. Okay, it's not given at all. It does nothing for the space. So we got some cabinet handles or cabinet pulls from Amazon, which are just like the, can you see the shape of that? I'll be dropping it. We're gonna be taking out all these cabinet pulls, handles, whatever you wanna call them, and then marking our spots for the new cabinet pulls and then just putting them all in. So it's gonna look really nice with the black doorknobs that we switched them out to. So it's gonna be very cohesive in here, which I'm super excited about because I really like the kitchen, but I feel like the handles are throwing me off. So I'm super excited to get these switched out. So update on the bed. Before you guys seen that was put down, this is the amount of slats that came on the bed. It's just these 4 right here, but it seems very unsecure and the placement of them just doesn't make sense. There's like a lot of space in between this one, a little bit more space in between this one, and then there's not like a lot of space between this one, so it's all weird. So we decided to get some slats to make this a bit more supportive, because this is not, as you can see, this wood or whatever this is just not very sturdy. So I ordered some slats off Amazon, and as you can see, we're just gonna put one in between each one. So he was cutting this outside for the legs that go underneath the slats. This he got from Home Depot and just cut it with a saw to make little legs to go under these slats so that it's very supportive. So I think after we add this, there's no question. So yeah, the slats are going down, and then the little legs are gonna be nailed in like that. So yeah. So while we were upstairs putting the slats on the bed, there was a ring at the door, and I was like, please let that be the rug. And it is the rug for the dining room table. So this rug we got from Wayfair, and I will have it linked down below as well as everything else. And here we're just sliding it on to the rug. So we were so in love. When we seen this rug online, it was like, I feel like this is gonna be the perfect rug for this table. And now that we have it, we really like it a lot. It's the perfect size. We got it in 6x9. And this table is 44 inches wide and 88 inches long. So it's the perfect size for this table. And then obviously the chairs are going to sit nicely once we get them. So I just wanted to slide this in the video actually, because it got delivered while we were upstairs recording the slats. And this is just another view of it. As you can see, it has a nice contrast with the rug in the living room. We didn't want it to be too much cream on cream, so we put it on the black side so that there's not too much clashing going on, and we really like the way that it turned out. So the curtain rod is up-ish. We gotta wait until the new curtains get here to put them on, because once you drill it in the wall or screw it in the wall, in order for us to put the curtains on when they get here, we have to unscrew it. So we're just gonna leave it halfway hung, because these curtains that I ended up getting, we changed the height. So now we have to get higher curtains, and they're only 96, but we decided to hang it up way higher to make the room look more grand and not kind of close it in. So we got the 108, and we now have to wait for them to get here. So yeah, the curtains aren't going up just yet, but the rod is basically done. So next up will either be the mirrors right here or the painting, probably the mirrors.
How did they get off so bad?
So as you can see, the mirror is up, but for whatever reason, it's not staying straight. I don't know if you could tell, but if you look at the space between the wall and the mirror, it's leaning. So the fix would be to put a nail up under there to keep it from shifting to the left. So we're gonna try that and see if it works, but it's literally always something.
Right,
So yeah, he's about to try the whole nail thing to basically catch it so it doesn't lean over every time he lets it go. Is it loose? It's just drywall, right?
Like, I don't know.
Maybe you should go closer in because you might see the hole, yeah. Now that you're drilling a hole. So the screw is in there now and it is straight. That's the remedy. I don't know why it's crooked in the first place. Gonna either assume that it's the thing at the top that's not straight, which is making it crooked. I don't know, but this has literally never happened to us before, putting up a mirror, so.
So, Tick, we're working over and over, so now he got exactly what we wanted, and he did what he was supposed to do. Hey, that's just a question for sure, really, like, guys. What's going through your guys' head with 1 second left when the fans are rushing the field, and how did you get out of there? I don't know, this is my first time somebody rushed the field, so I'm excited. This week, gotta start getting beat up in here, so it looks fun, but I'm telling you, stay out of there. And they always tell me.
I don't know if you guys can see, but the picture he's currently holding is a little bit higher than the one to the right. And at first we were like, we got to fix that. But then we were like, would it be actually a vibe if they were kind of off a little bit? But it was almost like not enough for it to be the design, if that makes sense. If we would have off-centered it more, then it would have made sense. But because it was so little, it clearly looks like a mistake. So he ended up adjusting it and getting them perfect. And you'll see that in the next clip when we're making the bed. So now we're just putting on the sheets to the bed. Don't mind me, y'all. I don't know what the hell is going on with my hair. But anyways, we're putting the sheet on the bed. And then we're going to put on the flat sheet. Put on the fitted sheet first, flat sheet, obviously. And we're just trying to figure out how we want to basically set up the bed. This is for the guests who come here. So we're just going to make it as cozy as possible. So I will be showing you guys the completed guest bedroom in the next video. So definitely stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a huge thumbs up and I will see you next week.